Maliang and the Magic Brush is a VR experiment designed for the HTC Vive and other room-scale VR devices. It was inspired by Google Toothbrush, a VR game that allows interactors to paint in an immersive 3D virtual space. Our team wants to take such experience even further by not only allowing interactors to paint in the virtual space, but also being able to instantiate and interact with the objects they created. Our narrative takes cues from an ancient Chinese traditional fairy tale, Magic Brush. The story was about a kind little boy, Maliang. He had a brush with magic power that could turn anything he drew into real artifacts. Some bad guys wanted to take the brush away from him. Then Maliang would try to avoid being caught by those bad guys with the power of his magic brush. In the game, the interactor will play as Maliang. Spawn in the dark room, he will need to escape from the dangerous situation by using his ability to instantiate objects with the magic brush. The biggest challenge we have is how to use the magic brush as a convention of interaction that constrains gestures while motivating interactors with the unique power VR brings that is beyond ordinary experience. Currently, our solution is to guide the interactors with visual cues, which are white outlines flows in the game environment that encourage interactors to paint on top of it. By doing this, interactors will be able to trigger events and proceed further in the game. First, the interactor will notice a flame outline on top of the candle. As soon as he fills the outline with his brush, flame appears and the room will be lit up. When he approaches the door, two horizontal lines will appear in the air. Next, interactor will instantiate two wooden pieces to seal the door by painting two lines. This will block the bad guy. But the interactor is also being trapped in the room. He then sees an outline of a ladder at the corner of the room. By completing the sketch, it turns into a real ladder. Next, the interactor climbs up to the loft and will see a square outline on the other side of the roof. Once the interactor approaches and painted on the outline, the square will then turn into a skylight. The interactor will then get on the roof through the skylight. He sees, paints, and instantiates a pair of wings in the air. Stepping forward, the interactor is able to fly and escape from the bad guy.